I'm going to interview Lorraine Kennedy, an elder from Green Lake, from Mr. Wasis, and she's going to explain to us what she saw the first time she ever came to Green Lake.
Okay.
Moya, I know you can do both Cree and English.
I'll just talk English. The first time I came here to Green Lake, it was different when I didn't know where I was going. I was at a Sundance in Whitefish Lake. And Sundance and powwow are two different things. The powwow is just you dance in a big circle with everyone. But the other one, the Sundance, is the prayer. My grandma used to go and dance there in Whitefish, and that's why I was there. That's where I met my husband. And he brought me to Green Lake in George Sinclair's truck. They wouldn't let me out. I was sitting in the middle. And George took off and we come to Green Lake. And I didn't have no clothes, nothing. I left everything in Granny's tent. So anyway, they brought me over here. Now when we're leaving Big River and Debden, coming this way, I didn't really know where I was. Then we got to where there used to be really big trees. They're all knocked down, I think now. They were humongous, eh?
Yeah, well when we drove by there last weekend.
When I was coming that time, holy crapes, I thought I was going to not breathe. I felt so closed in.
Yeah.
Because where I come from, Mr. Wasis, is wide open spaces and small little trees.
Yeah.
And lots of fields.
That's how
Wide
I felt
open spaces.
from Meadow Lake going to Lorraine. Lorraine is just all trees, and then you come home into the wide open fields, and I literally felt like I could breathe. I know what she means.
That's how I felt. Oh my God, I thought I can't breathe, and I was in between. And I kept telling Gilbert, I said, open the window, I can't breathe right. And there was a little window behind us too. So they opened that. Mary Jane was behind there. They had a tent at that powwow. And she was giving Marius hell all the way and swearing at him and everything. Never mind, shut the window. And I didn't want to listen to her. Good grief. That was my first trip coming into Green Lake.
Oh.
Then he took me up to his mom's. They drove us over there. So the mom, there was a tent outside. And she said, you can stay here, but you're not sleeping with my son. She said, that's good, I told her. So I went and slept with Selma in her bed. But that's how I got here. And the boys were laughing at my husband because my father-in-law had gone to buy horses at Whitefish. He thought he'd buy a set of horses. Couldn't find any. And they were telling, the boys were telling Gilbert, you brought a pony home. Gilbert found a pony, brought it back. I laughed when I heard that. That was it. And then I used to walk all over here. There was lots of old people that lived here. And I walked all over visiting every one of them. And I had to eat or have tea before I was let go. I went and visit Ola, Bishop and his wife. They used to live over here where Reggie lives that way. That's where they used to live. I used to walk over there, and then I walked to the Sinclair's house over here, and it had an upstairs, eh? Oh my goodness, did she ever have a nice big bowl like this, eh? And a big pitcher made of glass and a soap pail. I guess that must have been their restroom.
Yeah.
And rainwater in that pitcher. She said, did you wash your hands? No, Sim, she told me. I found out I was related to them through my mother, and she was from Sandy Lake. She was a Hyman. She married a Drever, my dad. So that's how come I'm from Mr. Wasis, and I was born wartime, 1939. June 1st. It was wartime that time. I was just a baby when my dad came home. Yeah, from the war. they shot out all this fat, you have on this.
Calf?
He only had the bone on his leg.
Mm.
Lucky thing they didn't take off the bone. He would have only had one leg.
Mm.
He had to come home from the war in a ship, a real big ship, but we had a big picture of it that he brought home.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, over the ocean he had to go on that ship.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Where was he, in Germany?
Italy.
Oh.
That's where he was. He was a military police in Italy. He rode a Harley Davidson, is what he told us. Yeah. That were on checking the bars and everything, made sure all the other boys were gone back to the barracks or whatever. But that's nothing to do with this. What do you want to know now?
So back then, what was Green Lake like?
Oh, back then it was really nice. It was so beautiful here. The lake, it's kind of drying up now, and the river too. Everything was so nice, and the lake was just beautiful. We used to go for rides on a boat with the fishermen and the hunters, me and Jean Bugby and Thelma.
Oh, yeah.
When Gilbert would be gone to work, I'd sneak to the bridge too and go with them to the beach over there, and we'd be drinking beer. There must be lots of beer bottles in that
Tall
lake.
ones.
Those short, stubby ones that would
Oh,
be
yeah,
worth
that's
lots of money.
Yeah.
But that was lots of fun. We would go and they made a fire over there, and we'd sit around the fire having a beer, and then they'd bring us back to the bridge there and help us to get back up onto the bridge. We'll see you girls maybe tomorrow. Okay. We'd be half shot coming home. But that was fun.
Yeah.
But that lake was so beautiful. Everything was so beautiful. I don't know, it's not the same now. It was just little back roads all over. There was no
No streets.
no main street here, nothing, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't need that for the wagons.
Yeah. But Hoffert's was there, his store. When he first started, it was a store, eh?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just about killed him. The girl sent me to go and check if there was Kotex. They needed Kotex, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't want to go to town. So I went there, I was walking all over the store looking for Kotex. All of a sudden, of course, Hoffert come over to me. Can I help you? I said, I don't know. I said, maybe you can. What are you looking for? But it was winter. I'm looking for Kotex. What the hell you want Kotex for? I said, to keep it warm, I told him. I didn't want to tell him it was for my girl. Oh, hey, he's just hitting his leg, laughing away. He never ever forgot that. Every time I'd walk in there, you're coming for Kotex. It was lots of fun, Alfred. It was so funny.
And besides Hoffert's, what else was there?
There was that cafe, Art Chapanci's cafe down the hill, and there was a Hudson Bay store.
Mm-hmm.
That writer guy there, he had 2 children with Miss Sinclair there. Maureen, what's her right name? Georgina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're nice kids, those kids.
Yeah.
I really got along good with them.
The Hudson Bay, they used to
It was
bring
right
stuff up and
down-
down the river here,
Yeah,
eh?
it was where that daycare is about there.
Oh, okay.
That's where around there.
And the Hudson's Bay,
That
before that was the new Hudson's Bay. Before that, they used to have it up the hill by the cemetery out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
there was another one before that one. There.
Really?
This was
Yeah.
in the 50s when I come. When I first came over here, that was in the 50s.
This other old lady knows.
Yeah.
Young lady.
I worked there.
Did you at the first Hudson Bay store?
The Hudson Bay when it was down
Down the
by the
hill.
road here.
Oh, yeah.
The other one was on the other side of the cemetery. That was the first one. Eh?
Oh, okay.
What was that where you guys live? What was at the place where you guys live now? Was there
That
anything?
was the church.
The church, yeah.
Oh, the church used to be up the hill too?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because along the river and the lake, and that's their transportation canoe
Right.
boats.
Had to be along the river.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we moved from here and we never had no children right away because we weren't allowed to sleep together in any bed or anything. I had to sleep with Chick, which was my girlfriend. So we left, we moved to PA, he got a job over there. And that was in 1959. I got pregnant with my oldest son, Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
And he was born in July 1960. Yeah, that's why he's just about 60 now, I guess.
In Prince Albert.
Or maybe more, right?
60?
1960, July 11th.
Yeah.
That's why we were 60. Him and Debbie are the oldest anyway. And then my Terry is here with looking after me, my youngest son, him and his wife. I'm happy that they're there taking care of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know? They help me with the bills too.
Nice.
Like I don't have to pay everything. My son takes care of the fuel and the power.
Mm-hmm.
And I take care of the phone and internet and the water bill.
Mm-hmm.
We all have something we have to pay for.
Chip in.
Lori pays for something too, I don't know what.
Mm-hmm.
But I said we all have to pay. I said I can't afford to pay everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
That way at least I'll have a little money to be able to buy myself something to wear, I said.
Mm-hmm.
I never used to buy myself any clothes because I didn't have no money left to take care of me when my husband died.
Mm.
He's been dead now for 20 years. It'll be 21 years in June since he died.
Mm.
And he was in the hospital. It was so horrible to watch him dying. And he wanted me to take him out of there, and he was on life support.
Mm.
And I said I wouldn't be able to I had to tell him the truth. I didn't like to. My brother-in-law and his wife were sitting there with me. We were visiting him. And Debbie and them were sitting in another waiting room because we couldn't all be there with him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he wanted me to bring him home. He said, wife, take me home. He said, if I'm going to die, I want to die at home, he said.
Mm-hmm.
I said, my husband, I have to tell you the truth. I said, I won't even get you out to the doorway here. You'll pass away, I told him. Why, he said. Because you're on life support, I told him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, wife? He said, life is good, but not like this. He said, send for my doctor. He said, I'm ready to go anyway, he said. He was a strong religious guy in the church, eh? He never missed church, no matter where he was in any city. He'd look for a church on Sunday and go to mass.
Oh.
Yeah, he liked his church on Sundays.
Yeah.
So I had to send for the doctor. It wasn't long after that night he passed away. That was hard.
Yeah, for sure. How long were you guys married for?
Oh, gee, we got married in 1964. I don't know.
Yeah.
And he was 7 years older than me.
Oh.
I'm 83 now. If he was alive, he would have been 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
age
you
didn't
were
matter to
with him
us.
for 58 years?
58 years.
58 years?
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Well, how long did he die?
Huh?
When was that he passed away?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. Edward and Palom and Bella were still alive then.
Oh.
Yeah. 21 years, oh my June, since he passed.
Oh,
I
really?
say 20 years he's gone.
Oh, okay.
He
So
died a long
40
time
some.
ago. Kaya sinasayawan ni my husband. Yeah. I still
And it
miss
doesn't
him.
seem that long though.
Well, it did,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah,
Time flies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
that's
Look
right.
at
Well,
Manchos.
look at me, I'm 83 now. 83 years old. So it is 20 years since
Yeah.
he's gone. It'll be 21 in June since he's been gone. That man loved to work and putter around outside. He was a truck driver, eh? Damn good truck driver. He got lots of awards. I have all those awards in my trunk. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
They're just staying in that trunk.
One of the kids.
The boy is a truck driver himself.
Oh, yeah.
The youngest one. He's out working right now.
Yeah.
He works for Waterhen.
Oh, good.
Yeah. He makes clear money. He makes about over 5,000 every payday.
Nice.
Because they don't take no taxes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always nice when you get tax-free
That's
job.
where Mr. Wass's treaty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't know what else.
Okay, what else was there besides, what was besides the cafe?
Oh, there was I forget what those people's name was.
Alan Crowhurst?
Crowhurst was there, yeah.
I think that was
And there was another gas station there.
And then Mrs. Fuchs was on the other side of the
Yeah,
cafe.
Mrs. Fuchs.
And then that side they had those cabins.
Yeah, and there was a cafe there too. Bella Kennedy used to work in that cafe.
Yeah,
Bella's wife.
yeah.
She was just a tiny little woman. Hey?
Sherpanchi's Cafe?
Spanchi's Cafe. Yeah, Art. And he had a taxi business at the same time. And he
Because
had
his
those
brother
cabins.
had a gas station on the other side there too.
Yeah.
And then there was a Crowhurst's resort there.
That
Where
was
the-
Spanchi's garage. He had a gas station right there. Right
On that side, but on this side, Crowhurst,
Yeah.
they had a resort there
Uh-huh.
where it was a filleting plant and all that.
Yeah.
And then across.
Across and where
And then
that
across the
store is,
bridge.
Then
Then
plant kagiastik.
And
There
across
was
the
a
bridge.
big house there. Georgina and them used to live in that house. Georgina Kennedy, Skinner's wife, they were just young. And then Skinner started going with Georgina then too. Well, maybe that was his girlfriend from before, but I remember they were living there. Jane Wista, Louis Regan's wife, and I forget what the other was.
Louis.
Louis Regan's wife, but
Yeah.
Flora was it? Yeah, all those girls are sisters. They were living in that big brown house, really high house. I remember that along the river there, where that store and them cabins are now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so different
there's
now.
Delphine and Joe.
She wasn't with Joe. They were already parted when I came. Because he was living with some other woman from Beardees around there, yeah. In Duck Lake they were living someplace. He already left Delphine. I remember that.
And then across the river, was there anything over there?
Across the river. There was a pool room there too.
Yeah, there's one.
Kerniski's? Kerniski, we walked the
Yeah.
way out, yeah. I
And then
remember
across
that.
there was a McNeil's,
Yeah,
that store that's still there.
Well, man, there's a lot of stores here before,
Yeah,
eh?
there
Oh
was.
yeah, there was a lot of people too. There was more than 400.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of people here when I came
There
first time.
was about 1,000 people here. And the sawmill was when
But
the
lots
sawmill
of
was
them
running.
have gone to live in the city or
After the sawmill, after the sawmill was down,
Yeah,
a lot of people took off. Their
yeah,
families.
yeah.
They had K-12 school.
Really?
Yeah, and after that, they went back to K-9, and that's what it is now.
Yeah.
All those kids are gone today somewhere on a trip. Josh is home, he didn't want to go on that trip. They're
I think they
going
went
for
to
2 days.
Saskatoon.
I
I think
don't
they
know
went
if
to
they're
Saskatoon.
going somewhere in North.
Class trip?
All the students, I seen a big bus there. They're on a trip today for 5 days. Thursday, Friday, I guess.
Yeah.
And Saturday, and you come home Sunday, Josh said, or something, or Saturday. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, 'cause
2 days they're gonna be gone.
Because it's a holiday Monday and they have all next week off.
Oh,
Oh, there's no school here all next week?
I don't think so.
yeah,
Okay.
that's spring
That's their
break.
spring break.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they have spring break, man, towards
That's why
the
he
end
warmed
of
up today.
February, yeah?
Yeah.
Because Debbie's gonna be on spring break too. So I just might go and stay in Saskatoon for a while, a few days next week. after I get my old age pension. I'm gonna bugger off up there, stay for a few days and visit my girl.
Heading to the city.
Hey?
Heading to the city.
Yeah, Sin City.
Poor sinful me, but they do.
What else did you wanna know?
And what did you do in Green Lake?
Me?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing, monkey around.
You worked at
You worked at the school.
Oh, I worked at the school, yeah, for
And what
13 and a half years.
What were you doing?
Guidance counseling, but it was home and school coordinator, the title I had to begin with. Yeah.
And then you went and got your education.
I went to Lorraine for 2 weeks to study through the University of Regina. The professors would come there and teach us.
That's every 2 weeks.
And then I'd come work for 2 weeks at the school. Come home. I drove back and forth. For 4 years I done that.
Wow.
And we got our, we all
I
graduated.
I worked with Lorraine in PA
Yeah.
before we moved back here.
Yeah.
Where did you girls work at?
We were working at it was
The
the
old,
Saskatchewan Training School.
Yeah, that old,
The handicap.
it was the old
handicap.
sanatorium across the river going towards Pine Grove.
Mentally
yeah,
and
yeah.
physically
Yeah.
handicapped.
It was mentally handicapped adults were there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where Sherman hit me right here with his fist because we were going for a walk and he wanted to bring his bike. And I said, Sherman, you can't bring your bike. We're supposed to walk, I said. So we went walking, towards, where that, in that Jack Pines there across, they have some kind of a swinging bridge there. That's where we were supposed to go. All of a sudden he come here and hit me, and one of the men was coming out of the staff. He saw what Sherman did. He come and got Sherman's bike. He put it on a big pine tree. There's a big pine tree close to the entrance. He locked it up there for a week.
Oh, yeah.
He told Sherman, he said, you don't hit the staff, he said.
Yeah.
Now, he said, your bike is going to be there for a week. He said, you're not going to get your bike back for doing that.
Yeah.
So in that meantime, you know how they teach him how to do things?
Yeah.
He went and crocheted some doilies for me. 2 little round ones like this and
Yeah.
1 big one. Octagonal like, it was
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
In red. And he comes and gives them to me before he got his bike back. Here, Mrs. Kennedy, I made these for you all week and I'm so sorry for hitting you. He come and apologized and he gave me those. I
God
had
bless
those
him.
things for many years. Still, they were just ragged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw them away. Yeah, I had a really interesting life, come to think about it.
Yeah. Sounds like
There,
it.
one side the girls were kept, and the other side the boys. I worked with the boys. I don't know how long, but I got tired. I want to see the boss. I said, I'm going to quit. And he said, why are you going to quit? I said, I don't like working with those girls. I said, they're dirty. I said, I have to clean them up when they have their periods, everything, wash them and
Oh, yeah.
help them and show them how to put the pads on and this and that, the rags.
Yeah.
I said, I'm sick and tired of doing that. I said, I'm going to quit. I said, I'm going to resign, I told him. No, he said, we need you. I said, well, why don't you try the boys? They're probably worse. And he said, no, he said, all you have to do is shave them on Sunday, some of them, for church, that's all.
Oh.
They take a bath when you just send them to go shower. They'll take care of themselves, he said. They're easier.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try that. So I worked with the boys after that. And I worked there for quite a while.
Oh, yeah. And that's where you
I
also...
worked from 16 years old. I left the reserve. I never went back.
Oh.
I had many different jobs, even washing dishes.
Yeah.
I remember I used to work at that cafe where that taxi stand is by the National.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was a cafe there. That's where I worked too. I washed dishes there. And I used to peel a whole sack of carrots and a whole sack of potatoes for the cook.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, my hands would be just orange from those
Carrots?
things. And I had to use a knife, eh?
Yeah.
You know such a thing as
Peelers?
that thing you use now.
Yeah.
That's, I had so many different jobs, all kinds of different jobs. I wouldn't quit. I like making my own money.
For sure.
Where I first started was the Indian hospital when I was 16. The health nurse for Mr. Wasis got me that job.
In Mr. Wasis or?
No, she was
Prince?
a nurse in Mr. Wasis,
Yeah.
and she was affiliated with that hospital because she sent the patients there from our reserve. It was
The
an Indian
hospital in
hospital.
Oh, in Battleford.
Yeah, Battleford.
That's where my aunties work too.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I went and worked there.
Oh.
Oh my God, talk about fun times there.
My
We used-
cousins do.
Yeah.
We used to go to Acodeo Beach.
Uh-huh.
We'd hire a taxi, a bunch of girls get in there. We'd squeeze in there, go dancing with the cowboys.
Uh-huh.
And the taxi driver would wait for us. He'd dance with us too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Then Dr. Corrigan was our doctor, the boss at the hospital. We used to go to the baseball games and they were all Negro players.
Yeah.
And then we'd go and drink with those Negroes.
Yeah.
Well, somebody reported that to Dr. Corrigan and he was racist. All of a sudden we all got called in and we were told, if you're caught with those, you're fired. We had to quit going there.
Oh,
We
I
had
smokes,
to
eh?
quit going to the ball games, everything.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't associate with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were asking us why, and we told them because we don't want to lose our job. Okay, we understand, they said.
And what year was that about?
That was, I forget.
The seven.
I was only 16
70s?
then. I just
Oh.
turned 16 June 1st.
Yeah.
And I got that job. The nurse got it for
So
me.
late 40s, early
Yeah,
50s.
yeah.
Huh?
But anyway, it was fun working there,
Yeah.
except for that
Yeah.
doctor. He was so racist. I don't know why they had somebody like that working in a hospital with Indian people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that he probably didn't like us either very much.
What-
Helen Grey Eyes and Palaso, she's from Grey Eyes is from Muskeg, this other one's from Misty, and me.
Yeah.
We got an apartment downtown, we moved away from the dorm. Then that Dr. Corrigan couldn't tell us what to do.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't know what the hell we were doing because we lived in our own place and we paid for it, because when we'd get paid, we'd pay our rent.
Yeah.
So you went back to the Negroes.
No. We couldn't because somebody would report us.
Oh,
We would have got fired for sure.
Huh?
We had to stay away from them, that's it.
Huh?
Yeah. So
Back
now today, if somebody told me that, boy, I'd tell them right off.
Yeah.
You don't tell me what to do, you know. It's up to me who I want to associate with. You
Exactly.
don't run my life. I would tell them that. But
Yeah.
back in the day, I didn't know any better. I was only just a young kid. My
Back in the
first
day, it
time
was
away
like that.
from home.
Yeah.
Yes, so that was way, way, way back then.
Yeah, that was way
How
back.
has it changed?
Oh, I don't know. I got married and
No, Green Lake.
This reserve, this place,
Yeah, well, now we're
it's changed a lot. It's got all these electricity. There was no electricity when I came here. We used coal oil lamps. We chopped wood. We hauled water from the lake to wash clothes for my mother-in-law, and from what's those people that lived up the hill that had a well?
Fuges
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, we used to haul water from there, 2 pails at a time. But I was used to that because I did that at home.
Mm-hmm.
And from here to where the granny lives, that's how far we had to carry the water at my home in the
Wow.
reserve. And we used to have to climb up a bit of a hill
With water.
with water, big pails of the big silver bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. We worked hard and we had to scrub floors on our hands and knees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be proud of myself. The floor would be so nice and white.
Yeah.
The boards
Yeah.
For a little while.
for a while. Oh, did I ever, the old lady and them that lived in a log shack over here? I can't believe how dirty it was. It was filthy. The floor was just as black as my boots. So this one day, her and Thelma, my sister-in-law, they went to Meadow Lake. By that, they had to go by horses. They had to pitch up a tent on the way to get to Meadow Lake.
Really?
Then
Wow.
they go again.
Uh-huh.
That's how they traveled back in the days, Christine. Anyway, I stayed home with the old man, and he was the garbage man, my
Yeah.
father-in-law. He had a big hay rack. They had one bed against the wall, like that table over there, just packed full of clothes. The old man said, I said, what will I do with all those clothes? I said, I'm going to clean up this house, I said to him, and I want you to help me move the beds. Everything, I said, I'm going to clean up everywhere. I said, not just where you see it. I said, I'm pulling everything out, sweep up and scrub it and put it back. He said, oh, you'll tire yourself. No, I said, I'm used to hard work. I said, I can do it.
Yeah.
One day I cleaned that house, that living room part. The kitchen I didn't, that was played out by the time I finished that big room. They slept there, they had beds in there like this. The old man said, well, get rid of those clothes. He said, I'll take them to the garbage. He came in with a pitchfork, he was throwing them on the air. We had that house so nice and clean when they got back. Now they were crying about their clothes. Well, they've been sitting there how many years and you guys didn't take the time to try and wash them. Too damn bad, the old man said. They're going to the garbage. I threw them away, he said.
Yeah.
At least it looks clean in here. Now be satisfied, he told them. He said, my daughter-in-law works so damn hard here cleaning up for you, so you should be ashamed of yourselves, he told them. That's when now, after that, they kept that place clean.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that at that big house they lived just up the hill here too. I told Granny, they had wooden floors there. I told Granny, I said, spend some money, Granny, and get a Lilonia or whatever.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
called. Get it put on the floor. I said, then all we have to do is use a mop, we'll clean the floor, it'll be easy. So
Yeah.
she did. She did get somebody to put that, and then it was easy.
For
I
sure.
showed her how to use the mop and the pail.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was happy. She used to make me sing too. She had an old organ,
Yeah.
when you walk into her house, just this way, there's a little room there. That's where her organ was. She'd be playing it and singing in Cree. Come on, you're gonna learn these hymns, she told me. So I had to go and sing with her in Cree. That's who taught me how to sing. A lot of hymns, that's why I'm able to sing with Alice in church.
Oh,
We
okay.
always sang. We always sang Cree hymns in church.
Yeah. We sing them now too, me and Alice.
Yeah, but before they
Yeah.
quit for a while.
Before, oh my goodness, that church used to be so full of people first time I came here.
Mm-hmm.
Even upstairs, there's up there, and then all of them downstairs would be full, and the priest. Now there's nothing. There was nuns here too. There was a big building there in front of that church.
Mm-hmm.
And Corinne Bouvier fell out of that. It was a 2-story building. But lucky thing there was snow. She fell in the deep snow.
Oh my.
She was just a little girl.
Oh my,
She
hey.
passed away, her too. She was just young when she passed away, Corinne. And she had children from Archie. I don't know who else.
Yeah.
I used to like her. She was a nice kid, friendly. That was Mary Jane's granddaughter, I guess I could say.
Yeah.
Jane Bouvier. She was a Bouvier girl.
Oh, yeah.
But she was nice, and she had children. They're probably all grown up now. Probably wouldn't recognize them if I saw them. But
Mm-hmm.
What was your job at school? What did you do with the kids?
in school here,
Yeah.
oh, I made home visits at the school. I went back and forth to visit the parents,
Oh, yeah.
but I made it a point to go to the classroom and to ask for kids how they're coming along doing their work. I go there with positive messages from the teacher,
Yep.
not just negative, not only when the kids acted out. Sometimes I had to go and talk to parents when their kids were not doing things in school and their attendance was bad, things like that, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Then I had to talk to them in my office too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them how important it was for them to be in school every day. I said, someday, I said, when you finish school, you're going to get asked for your cum file, where you last attended school. They'll ask you that question when you apply for a job, I said.
Yeah.
Why, they said. So they'll know, they'll send for your cum file. I said, you have a cum file in the office. It's all about you and your attendance, your behavior in school.
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's up to you to make it good, I said.
Yeah.
If you want to get anywhere in this world, you've got to make that good. And if you want to get a job, I said, your attendance has to improve. That's the reason.
Yeah.
We want you to be in school every day. I said, it's very important, I tell them,
Yeah.
because that'll follow you for the rest of your life after you finish school.
Yep.
So some of them it helped, they listened.
Yeah.
I called them all my kindergarten babies, Warren Holmesville and all them. Yeah, yeah, my kindergarten babies, I tell them when I see them. They all were all starting school when I started working there. I worked there for 13 and a half years. I got 1,300, 500 from Northern Lights for each year I worked. When I finished working, when I retired.
Oh,
They
yeah.
retired me. They gave me that. A check came in the mail for me. Oh, boy, I was surprised. So I took it to the school. I think these people think I'm still working. Here's this check, send it back. I said, I don't know who was the principal there. They started laughing. They said, no, that's for all your service you did for the school. They're giving you this extra money for you to use.
Nice.
I didn't know that though.
Yeah.
It was nice. So I took it, I went to town, cashed it. I thought that was a nice thing.
For sure it is. Recognition.
Yeah. Well, those are just some of the things I did, and sometimes I would even go into the classrooms if a teacher asked me,
Yeah.
and go and talk to the kids about my diabetes. One time I took all my stuff, I brought it from home because I was told that they wanted me to come in there and explain everything. So I brought everything and I showed them how I did my blood sugar test and everything. They were so interested.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I told them it's very important for you kids. I said, eat right and do exercise, work for your mom and dad, do things in the house. I said, be active. I said, go and play outside. I said, don't sit and watch TV and all that. I said, get out and do exercise. You won't get sugar. I said, but if you're going to sit and just keep eating, you're going to get sick. I said, your pancreas won't be able to produce your insulin. We all produce it normally.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get too heavy, then it covers your pancreas, and that's where you get this diabetes from.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to me anyway, I know that.
Yeah.
So I don't even take that much insulin now since I've lost quite a bit of weight too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's good.
I only take 21 units. That's just very little, about like that. Very little.
Yeah.
But I take at night, 10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And I take my heart pills. I have a rapid beat on my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be prone to have, what do you call that, when you get a stroke? Yeah, if I don't take those pills.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor gave them to me, a different one that I saw at the Meadow Lake Hospital. I went there because my heart was just pumping fast, and she checked me. She kept me in there for about 4 hours in a little room, kept coming, checking my heart. She said, you have a fast heartbeat. She said, we have pills to help you. She said, we'll try that. So that's what I've been taking now. And I'm okay. As long as I take my pills, I'm fine. Take them twice a day. In the morning, after I take the other pills, I take 6 pills altogether. 3, I take one for my thyroid, for my thyroid pill, and
Your heart pill.
no, not those ones. These are different. One is for my kidneys, and a water pill, and my thyroid. Those are the 3 that I've been on for quite a while.
Yeah.
But now my heart pill, there's 2 different kinds. But I got to take them twice a day. In the morning, 8 o'clock at night, I take the other ones. Then I go to bed 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're helping me. I feel good taking care of myself.
Yep.
And I try to eat healthy. You know, I bought myself Ensure.
Oh, yeah.
Lately, I haven't been, I'll eat, but very little, and I'll throw most of my food away.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought Ensure for myself. But now I heard that if I see a doctor, they'll prescribe it for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it'll get paid by Indian Affairs.
That's good. That's really good stuff. My mom drinks that too. Dad used to drink that too.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna book an appointment with my doctor, De Villiers.
Yeah.
He comes from PA to Big River.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't go to Meadow Lake now. I don't like sitting there 5 hours.
I
see a
like Big
doctor.
River too, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
go to Big River too.
Big River I go now, and I see Dr. De Villiers. I make sure that's been my doctor since I switched. Good 7, 8 years now. I've been going to Big River.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good doctor. He's a young doctor, but he's very good.
Mm.
Yeah, and at least he listens to me when I talk to him and tell him.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Yeah, they listen.
When you phone Meadow Lake for an appointment, you can't get an appointment for a month or
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
and
over
you
here,
phone Big River, you get in.
Same day if you.
your appointment, you don't even sit there.
Yeah.
As soon as he's done with the patient, the patients are going like this.
The way it should be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it should be, Christine? In Meadow.
Mm-hmm. 3.
That's the way we do it, man.
Mangati wanittiwe. Mugi itus katuta man. Let's say you wanna go to town.
Moya.
Oh.
But see, we're in the 1920s now.
Have you got your cigarettes?
I mean 2020s.
Hotel Cree.
Kaya
see.
huwag tapik to ay.
Mont.
Kaya spay na utin ha. Witutan?
Mont.
Okay, here we are witutan.
Stuff we?
I think I will.
Oh. Di wam nagtukti ang muting.
Mugi, wait. Eksan man. Eksan man kisistan. Mingisketen kiwain tawistamig.
Di wam ako ito tinig ba?
Mugi, wait. Ganto pa
2020.
2020, kiwain maman ma.
The year 2020s. You talked about 1952. There's more life than that.
2020, through mame, what's man say?
Ah.
Tanik ma, 2020 kaya ito eh.
What's not close by? Sige, one ma.
I'm thankful you're going to quit your job tomorrow because I
Okay.
think you're. Kiskwe yata o pala, my boy, my brother. You know, I call him my little brother because his mother adopted me.
Oh?
One day I went to visit her, and I used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
And she asked me in Cree, she said, "Kaya wawag si kiniki ko kya?" I said, "No, kakyo ni puwak." I I told her that's in Cree, she said to me. She asked me if I had any parents. I said, no, they're all passed away. She said, well, she said, in that case, I'll be your mom. You need a mom.
Mm.
And I said, oh, thank you, I said. I will have you for a mom, I said. That's how he come to be my brother, and Dolly calls me sister too.
Oh.
Dit naman nag-away tagi-spray kat. Looks like that.
No, I was happy. This one time, I did need a mom. Somebody came and knocked on my door at my house here. And I opened the damn door to see who it was. There was nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
I even went outside and checked to see if they were walking away or anything. Nobody. So I kind of got this, my hair felt funny because somebody just hit the door like that. So I phoned there and I said, Mom, I said, somebody came and knocked on my door, I said. And I went outside and checked. I told her in Cree, hey, Danish, he said. Oh, my girls, he said. You let the devil in your house, she told me. She said, get some holy water and go around praying and spraying your house. When open the door and tell that devil to leave, she said.
Really?
Yeah. And she said, don't ever open the door like that when somebody knocks. He said, there's windows. Look out the window and see if there's anybody there, he said. So,
It's disconnected.
but that was, she scared me.
Well, yeah.
I did that. I had holy water. I got a Virgin Mary out of water in there.
Yeah.
St. Laurent, that way. I had filled it up. I had that. I went praying all over and I left the door open. And I said, get that thing out of here. If there's anything bad in this house, I said, please God, take it out. After that, I was okay. There was nothing about her. That's the way she believed, I guess. So, and I did it. I did what she told me. But she was my mama.
Oh, I'll smudge my house. I said, I'll smudge my house and pray. Yeah.
I don't have that sage. Yeah. Otherwise, I'd smudge too. But
I'll just see if I can find you some.
yeah, that would be nice.
There's a place in North Balford, I think, that sells those things.
Huh?
North Balford? There's a place there in North Balford that sells all kinds of medications.
That's good to know.
Indian medications.
That was some yours.
I have some of that you read, what do you call it?
Sweetgrass?
Sweetgrass.
Yeah, when those guys from the reserve were tree planting for us, they gave us some. I still got it.
Nice. That's nice. Nice to have that. You can put it on your car too. You know, when you put all these things on your car like that, put red and blue or green ribbon or yellow, like the colors of the outside.
Yeah.
You know, the sun is yellow and the moon is white and the grass is green, like she said.
The sky is blue.
Yeah, those are all the colors of the
Yeah.
Indians.
Of Mother Earth.
Of Mother Earth, brown, you know. It's a wonderful thing. It's really good. I believe in that, the Indian way. I really do. I was raised up by my grandma mostly because my parents were alcoholic, both of them. They left us to fend for ourselves. But we always had Granny to take care of us too, to guide us, you know.
Yeah.
So she lived the Indian way, and I was brought up that way, and I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I talk about her lots on my Facebook, my grandma.
Oh.
Yeah. I loved her so much. I learned so much things from her, you know.
Yeah.
And my old uncle, Joe Drever, I never forget what he told me to my dad's brother. One time he was talking to me and he said, my girl, he said, do one thing in life for me. He said, what's that, uncle? He said, always command respect for yourself, he said. And walk tall, he said, hold your head up. He said, never bow down to nobody, he said. I never forget that. That was really something that, he was one of the chiefs in Mr. Wasis, eh? He was a very smart man, and he was in the First World War and the Second World War. Went to both wars.
Wow.
My uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never forget that. He used to always tell me that.
Mm-hmm.
I had a good uncle.
He was it.
It was it, that's it.
Okay, well, thank you for coming by.
Yes,
Thank you.
yeah.